My name is Paul Tyra. I have been with this amazing company called ASEA now for 10 years. October 5th was actually the 10th year and my 10th year anniversary of first walking into the office and meeting the founders, the principals, some key executives, the atomic medical physicist, Dr. Jure, who stabilized these molecules and learned about the impact that this was going to have truly on humanity. It's such a revolutionary technology. It's taken a little while, for us to get key components in place, but now that all the mechanisms are in place for mass adoption, the timing of the opportunity is phenomenal right now. We are already starting to see massive growth starting to take place. We had a 50% growth from last year from the year prior, and things are even at a faster pace this year. Okay, so the timing is great. But a little bit about my background with ASEA. I am one of the founding Diamond Group. I'm also a alumni of the Global Advisory Council. I sat on that for about 6 years to help guide the direction and development of the company. I am a member of the inaugural $1 Million Club. And in 2015, I won a couple of the top awards in the company, including the I Am ASEA Award, which is over there, right? That one right there. Now, I don't say that to boast or brag, just so that you know that I've got some history here with the company, and I've achieved some success here. And I'm, again, super excited to be able to share this amazing opportunity with you this evening there in Perth. All right. I'm going to start out talking about where I came from in my background. I started out my professional career in the United States military in the Marine Corps. That's me at age 17. See, that was, 19. At age 17, actually, in 1986. Please don't do the math. Calculate my age. It's pretty depressing. But this is where I started. Within a few years, I was at the rank of sergeant in the combat infantry. This was around that Operation Desert Shield, Desert Storm conflict time. And after this, for those of you who know history, I hate to refer to my earlier years as being history in terms of history, but it makes you feel really old. But that was a Desert Shield, Desert Storm. I decided that I was not going to become wealthy doing this. So I traded in my M16 A2 service rifle there for a computer keyboard, and I entered corporate America. And I was really motivated. I got certifications with Novell and Microsoft. I was one of the first 3,000 certified Microsoft professionals in the world. And I took off. And I really loved what I did. By nature, I am a nerd or a computer geek, if you will. So you can see all the gadgets and stuff around me. I love technology. But what I realized was I did not like corporate politics. Okay. And after a couple of years of doing very well, this is what I started to feel like in my corporate role or corporate job. I don't know if any of you can relate, if you've been in meetings where people were talking about things and just wanting to do something the way it's always been done just because they've been there longer, and their decisions were not made based on trying to innovate and do things as best as possible. And even though you were doing all this extra work, you were just felt like you were being held back. Also, I knew that I just started to feel like someone else owned my life, right? Because I had to drive in traffic. Now, I don't know what traffic's like there in Perth, Australia, but I grew up in Orange County, California. And we have a lot of traffic. There's some, if you're familiar with Los Angeles, Orange County was getting pretty bad as well at the time. So I didn't like driving in traffic. I don't like having to wake up early unless I don't mind waking up early if I'm playing golf or if I'm snowboarding, but every day it was just a grind to have to wake up early, and then my days were getting longer. So I was not appreciating this. And finally, after about 11 years in corporate America and a little stint of being a business owner and helping to launch a .com company as well, I finally found this industry of network marketing. And I've been doing this now full time for, I guess, now 17 years, 18 years full time in this industry. And it's just been an amazing, amazing journey. Now, I've seen in this process, I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly of our industry. But in 2009 is when I found this amazing company of ASEA. There's a lot of the other companies that I'd been involved with, they didn't make it because they didn't have, one, they might not have had good executive leadership. They may have had, their leaders or their corporate team might have been unethical. They didn't maybe have good values, or they didn't have good management skills. They didn't know how to run a company. As we ran some of those companies up to 10 million, 100 million, and beyond. So the companies came crashing down. Or if they were starting out, they didn't have enough investment capital to get themselves off the ground and get what they need done. So when I came into ASEA and saw and met the founders, especially Burtis Norton, for example, he really had me at hello. If you ever seen that movie, Jerry Maguire, they had me at hello. And, when I started talking to him and realizing that this company was formed based on values, integrity, and it was being structured to become what we refer to as a legacy company, a company that just wasn't a flash in the pan, trying to just lure people in with big money and then collect all that money and burn people and do another deal. No, this company was built to be like one of the legacy companies of our industry, the multi-billion-dollar companies, and it's a great opportunity to be able to be involved with this company at such a young phase. Now, I'll tell you, for those of you who haven't been involved with a company from the very beginning, it's tough. I mean, in the very beginning, we had people that were making fun of us. They didn't understand the science yet. We're being ridiculed. Our product is made from 2 ingredients, water and salt. And they were saying things like, is this just salt water from Salt Lake City, Utah? And they would joke. We only had one brochure. We only had one little DVD. That was it. Today, we have hundreds, probably closer to 1,000 of different support materials, documentation, validation, third-party science studies, all this amazing stuff. And that's why the timing right now is getting so amazing. And I'm going to share with you that in this presentation as well. Okay, so I'll just point out some bullet points on the strength of ASEA and why, again, the timing is great. First off, what we have is a one-of-a-kind patented cellular health technology that's more fundamental than the antioxidant. Now, I don't know anybody today that has not heard of the term antioxidant. But if you were to say that word 35 years ago, there would be a lot of people that would say, anti what? I'm not drinking anything anti and putting that in my body. But today, as we know, everyone knows about antioxidants. The difference is the antioxidants, they are prevalently found in foods and like fruits and vegetables, things like that. You cannot patent the antioxidant because it has abundant sources. The difference is our technology, we manufacture it. Again, it is manufactured from commonly found elements, if you will, the water and salt, but we have a 3-day manufacturing process that is heavily patented. And to this day, we have no competition in our space. Our products are only available through our independent associate distribution channel. In other words, you won't find them under a different label in health food stores, grocery stores, etc. If you decide to take advantage of becoming an ASEA independent associate, realize that there is no other way that you can buy this product. And we have over $700 million of product to date, closer to $800 million of product sold. And even with a 100% money back guarantee, we've got a less than 2% product return rate. So that should tell you that the product works, okay? We sold tons of product works, and we have 0 adverse effect claims. So even if somebody says it's not working or they don't notice anything, we know it's doing something positive in the body. And we know that we have not had anyone say that, oh, it's damaging me, or hey, this caused this to happen, right? So give it a try, 100% money back guarantee. It's not going to harm you, and we'll give you your money back if you don't like it for whatever reason, right? As much as $1 million per day of products leave our production facility. We've had days where over $1 million is left. We average about $500,000. Last year's goal was 89 million, but 126 million was achieved, and that was a 50% growth, like I mentioned a little earlier. And so we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. Okay, what I'd like to do now is, I know there's some of you probably who may be familiar with our industry. It's called, there's lots of names for it: referral marketing, person-to-person marketing, network marketing. But a lot of people don't understand Like when you do this business correctly, when you have good ethics, integrity, you have a real product or service, when it's done properly, it really is extraordinary. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a background and some statistics that might help you, even if you've been around, to kind of really reinforce this point. First off, Stephen Covey, he is the author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. He made this great quote. He said that network marketing has come of age. It's undeniable that it has become a way to entrepreneurship and independence for millions of people. And famous entrepreneurs and authors have been endorsing this industry for years. There's a few of them here on the screen. A lot of these are billionaires, world thought leaders, even a current president. How big is this industry? The industry is about $200 billion per year. It's bigger than the music industry, the movie industry, and the sports and energy drink industries combined. That's how much revenue moves through our channel every single year, and it produces more millionaires than any other industry as well. Now, a traditional business investment, like for example, if you're going to open up a McDonald's franchise, it would cost between $1 million to $2.3 million US dollar equivalent. If you're going to open a Taco Bell, you're looking at having to have $750,000 and be able to show a $1.5 million net worth before they'll even talk to you. And even a frozen yogurt store, like we have a chain here, for example, called Menchie's, where you get a little cup, you put frozen yogurt, you put your toppings on it, you put it on a scale. Man, you would think that, wow, what does it cost? Those are just big refrigerators. But even something like that's going to cost you around $300,000 to start. Kevin Harrington from Shark Tank, he's one of the original sharks on a TV show here called Shark Tank, kind of reinforced this concept of how expensive it is to start traditional business models. Okay, so let's talk about ASEA. ASEA will cost you less than $2,000. So matter of fact, you can do it for significantly less than that, but it's not $2 million, it's not $200,000, and it's not even $20,000. Less than $2,000, you're in business. Now, I'm not sure about over there in Australia, but I know in a lot of countries around the world, we also get home business tax deductions. So this will also help to offset the cost of your initial investment. So literally, the business ends up becoming no out-of-pocket cost to you because you get that return in the form of tax deductions. Okay. So ASEA is an extraordinary opportunity for everyone. What you're seeing here on screen are the actual backgrounds of what some of our diamonds did before they came to ASEA, from construction workers, medical doctors, financial advisors, single moms, ski instructors, etc. You'll see there's no really common thread between them. I don't know anyone who has a network marketing degree. What it is the business model is simple to learn. You can learn it very quickly, within a matter of days, weeks, or even months, depending upon how much effort you're willing to put in on a consistent basis. But it's not like you have to go to school for 4 years and get a degree to start earning here and to be able to have some massive income earning potential. Now, there's thousands of companies out there. How do you choose the right company to partner with? Well, there are 5 critical elements that a company needs to have in order to have long-term and legacy type success. And I'm going to start with covering them now, beginning with the products or services that company represents. Okay. First off, we have a lot of scientific validation on the science behind our product, as well as on our product specifically. Cellular health and redox signaling is a global trend that's starting to gain massive momentum. When I first started at ASEA 10 years ago, there were maybe a few thousand studies that were done in the field and space of redox signaling. Now there's over 19,000 peer-reviewed articles published on it. If you go to pubmed.gov, you can search on redox signaling, and you'll see over 19,000 peer-reviewed articles. The Nobel Prize in Physiology, Medicine, or Chemistry, dating back to 2011, has been awarded on work discovered or performed at the cellular level. And again, our company, ASEA, our tagline is cellular health. These very prestigious institutions have done specific studies on our products. I know there's a lot of companies out there that say, oh, we have a lot of science based on our products as well, but when you dig down, it's not their product specifically. It might be on, a particular antioxidant fruit or something like that, but not specifically their product. They might have watered it down with other ingredients, other juices. Again, these institutions did studies on our products, and they are very prestigious. And we'll see some of those as we go along. Now, what makes ASEA different than any other nutritional supplement in the world? Well, ASEA is not like any other juice or vitamin or anything, okay? Because those things are more like software applications are to a computer. Yeah, I told you I was a nerd, right? I warned you I was a geek and that I love computers and technology. So I'm going to use a little bit of a technology analogy here. So again, if you look at applications like your web browser or desktop publishing applications, word processing, presentation software, those are like the drinks out there, and vitamins. They're abundant. There's a lot of different options, okay? But these things are not what made Microsoft and created the wealthiest man in the world, Bill Gates, right? What created that opportunity was something called the operating system. That's the most fundamental thing on the computer, right? It's what allows the software applications to talk to the computer itself. This is the space that we are in with ASEA. And because we have patents that protect our technology, it creates that massive opportunity. Because I'll tell you that even to this day, not everyone has a computer, okay? But today, everyone has a human body. And imagine having something that works at the operating system level, the communications layer level of the human body. That's what we have. And the more awareness that gets out there, the greater this opportunity becomes. In our patented technology, it takes 3 days to make a batch of ASEA. Step one is we start with, again, pristine salt water, then using an electrical process, electricity, we break down the elements of sodium, chloride, hydrogen, and oxygen. And then the final step is to reform those elements into stabilized redox signaling molecules. And these are found in our ASEA Redox supplement that you drink, and our Renew Advanced and Renew 28 product line skincare products that you put on your skin. Now, more validation. The Huffington Post, this is the most posted news source on Facebook, over 250 million posts each month. They had an article entitled 5 Emerging Technologies in Science That Will Shape Our Lives in the Coming Years. And the only one of these 5 of the technologies that you could actually purchase today was our technology of ASEA. Forbes magazine wrote an article entitled 7 Superfoods Gig Workers Should Munch to Boost Their Brain Power. And if you scroll down to the supplement section, you'd see that there's an area that says liquid nutrient supplements. There is a huge difference in these drinks, and then goes on to say that, for instance, redox signaling molecules added to the new gen supplements replace the obsolete or damaged cells in your body and improve the generation of new cells and ultimately your health. And if you clicked on the word redox signaling, guess where you would end up? That's right, you'd end up on the homepage at ASEAglobal.com. Okay, so let's talk about some mainstream recognition. So we're seeing the validation in the scientific community, but also in the mainstream media, there's also being recognition. This movie is an award-winning documentary. It's called Heal, and it features some of the world's most renowned alternative type healing practitioners. On screen, you'll see people like Deepak Chopra, Greg Braden, Marianne Williamson, a current candidate for U.S. presidency right now, Joe Dispenza, Michael Beckwith from the movie The Secret. Again, lots of people who have had great results being able to help people with their extreme health challenges using non-pharmaceutical methodologies. One of the featured speakers in this movie is a gentleman by the name of Dr. Darren Weissman. And Dr. Weissman, here he is doing an ASEA presentation, like kind of similar to the one I'm doing right now. But Darren has actually written multiple books, best-selling books. You can find these on Amazon. And he now is an ASEA associate. Matter of fact, he won some great awards at our last convention a month ago for having the most amount of customers and customers that are automatically receiving product on a monthly basis from us. He won these some of the most prestigious award. Again, he's just been with us for maybe the past year. I mean, it was great to meet him in person there. This is actually taken at our convention there here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Another very popular TV series here in the United States. It was one of the most popular reality shows for a number of years. It just started coming back on air a couple of years ago. It's called American Chopper, and it's a story of a father and son who have built this amazing empire of being able to build custom motorcycles. And they got some amazing results with our products, ended up calling the company themselves and saying, we want to do something with you guys. And ultimately that turned into building a custom molecular motorcycle, if you will.
I want to see the OCC bike. I can't wait to see that bike.
Paul Senior, fired up! Guys, that was so awesome. We just finished unveiling the OCC ASEA bike.
When I drove the bike out there, it was like electricity.
The crowd blew up, everybody loved it. We're super excited. Tomorrow's the big ride. We get to get this bike out, put it on the street, and show everybody what it can do.
This is a great picture there with the bike. And again, you can see there's just great validation. This TV show is called The Strongest Man in History. It's on the History Channel, and you can go to history.com. The third person from your left is world strongman Eddie Hall. Now, Eddie Hall's been using our products for 7 or 8 years. I actually had the privilege of doing an interview with him one day. There he is, the screen, and he's just a great guy, lots of personality. But a couple of years ago, he actually won the title of strongest man in the world's strongest man, and he shared his amazing results with how ASEA has helped him get there, and lots of other great ASEA stories. And I'll share with you a few more athletes here in a minute as well. So, what is the solution? The solution is ASEA. From the inside out, our product works using our ASEA Redox supplement. Let me share with you some of the athletes, okay? Some more athletes. These two of these people are gold medal Olympic swimmers. One of them in the upper right, Cody Miller, as well as Bria Larson in the lower left. You've got extreme conservation athletes, cyclists, marathon runners, people that world record holders have used our products. And again, prior to winning their awards, have been using ASEA for 6, 7, 8 years. I've got to meet some of these people in person at some of our convention events and hear their stories and hear not only how ASEA has improved their athletic performance, but what it's also done for their physical health outside in their personal lives as well. Great shot with Cody Miller and the most decorated summer Olympian of all time, Michael Phelps. He swam with him in his very last race when they won that gold medal in the relay. Okay, now we also have a solution that works from the outside in. It's called our Renew Advanced product line. So these are products that you actually put on your skin because our technology is native to every cell of the body. As you can see from these images here, picture's worth 1,000 words. On the top are before shots of people, and then on the bottom, within less than 28 days, so 28 days or less, the results are dramatic. And it's not just on your face area, but anywhere that your body has skin. It helps the repair and regeneration of that tissue. even in something very, very significant, a condition called cellulite, which 90% of women have, and you don't have to be obese to have this condition, as you can see from this clinical study here. Within just 6 weeks, there was over a 20% increase in skin elasticity, over 15% improvement in the appearance of cellulite. This was measured by one of the top dermatological institutes in the world. They're out of Germany. They're called Dermatest, and we received their 5-star certification of approval. So the question says here, why do I need to be using the products of ASEA? Notice it does not say, why should I want to be using ASEA, right? You really need to be using the products of ASEA because of this challenge that we all face. And that is, as we age, we make less and less of these molecules. And there's no other source of these molecules in the world. Again, you can't drink another juice or eat a particular fruit. Your body's only source of these is what it manufactures until now. And as we get older and we have less of these molecules, we start to get aches and pains. We don't sleep as well. Lots of different things that we experience. And so the 4 things that the ASEA products do is, number 1, it's going to slow down the aging process. So unless you want to get older faster than you have to, then you need to be using the products of ASEA. Unless you want to look older than you have to, then you need to be using our products as well, specifically our Renew Advanced products that go topically on the skin. And if you have a health challenge, okay, ASEA's products are going to help your body to help heal itself. Now, we do not claim that our products cure, treat, or prevent any specific illness or disease. We are not a pharmaceutical or prescription medication. Those are the only types of things that can make those claims. However, what we do is we provide your body with these crucial communication molecules so that your body can help itself. And when your body is able to help get rid of conditions that it has, that is such a powerful thing to be able to do. Again, your body is what's able to combat and make itself well. It's also going to allow athletes to go faster and further and recover quicker. So unless you want to be at a competitive disadvantage against other athletes who are taking ASEA, then you need to be using ASEA's products yourself. We just introduced last year a product line called ASEA Via, which uses the latest and most advanced technology in the nutritional supplement area. And we have an amazing micronutrient product called Source, a lifestyle and vitality product called Life Max, a phenomenal probiotic product called Biome. And just a month ago, we released a revolutionary Omega product that is named Omega. It's good because, again, our fundamental technology of redox signaling provides these communication molecules, which sort of act as like labor to the cells. And now with the nutrition, these are like the materials and the latest and most advanced technology in that space. So they work synergistically to make sure that your cells are healthy at the most foundational, fundamental levels. Some great experiences that people have already reported back is that just with the ASEA Via Source, for example, using that for a couple of months, this lady shared her amazing results with her nails, what it did. Another great nail experience here, someone using that just used the Biome and Life Max supplements with a condition that she'd had for 5 years. And something here, someone using the Life Max and Biome products, getting more energy, more clarity of thinking, and going on a 15-hour flight followed by an 8-hour drive. She couldn't believe how much energy and how great that she felt after that trip. And then here's someone just using the BioVia Life Max complex, which has a patented blend of gotu kola and astragalus root. You can see she's 80 years old. She used the product for 1 month, and you can see there's a very significant change in the appearance of her skin before and after. All right, now let's shift gears here to the partnership of ASEA which means the company background and who's running the ship. ASEA is led by a Fortune 500, even in some instances, a Fortune 50 executive team with over 200 years of combined experience in both the traditional business world as well as the direct sales or network marketing world. And they have a science council and a medical professionals board that has very highly credentialed that helps guide the development of the product lines as well as helps validate the products on their thousands of patients. ASEA is financially strong and stable. They've been profitable every year since its inception. They have no debt. They have a scalable infrastructure of up to $800 million of product production per year. Again, we're currently now, last year we did $126 million, and we have the highest certifications in the industry, including FDA registration here in the United States. We are GMP, NSF compliant, as well as kosher certified. This is our corporate offices. It's 50,000 square foot facility, home to about 150 of our employees. It's right down the street from our 33,000 square foot production facility. And we are in the top 100 global direct selling companies. We are now 75 and climbing. And we are in 35 markets around the world, with our newest markets being the Far East, which is Thailand, Singapore, Hong Kong, Philippines, and Taiwan. And about a month ago, we just opened the market of Malaysia. Very exciting for us. We have strong partnerships with some of the largest banking institutions in the world, including HSBC and Chase, and we can pay in over 60 countries and 42 different currencies, and this platform continues to expand. All right, now let's talk about how you get paid. Zig Ziglar said you can have everything in life that you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want. In order for you to become successful here at ASEA, you have to help other people. And that's what's great, is your paycheck will really be reflective on the amount of lives that you help to change. It's not like in traditional or corporate America. I say America, you guys are there in Australia, but the corporate world, if you will, it's not like that model where in order for you to get to number one, you have to step on number two, right? In other words, if you get promoted, it meant someone else didn't get that promotion, right? Well, here we create success by helping people to create as much success as they want. And the more success that we help people to create, the more successful we become. I personally love that model better. And it's very powerful because there's no limit on how many people that you can help. The more people, like I said, that you want to help, the more successful you become yourself. And it creates what we call residual income. Residual income simply means that you do work one time and you get paid over and over and over. Because again, our technology is something that everyone fundamentally needs to be using to live a longer, healthier life and to help their body prevent itself from getting challenges or addressing challenges if they already have a health challenge going on, and helping athletes to continue to always perform at their peak performance level. So people are going to want to take this on a weekly, monthly, yearly basis for the rest of their life. And guess what? Every time they make a purchase, you get paid for the life of that customer. Now, we have 7 different ways you get paid with ASEA. I'm not going to go into detail on each one. I just want to mention, though, one mechanism. It's called team commissions, because this is the start of where residual income starts to build. Okay, so I'm going to use an example. Let's say out of everyone you know, you found 10 people who wanted to change their life, both physically with our products and our technology, as well as financially by helping other people as well. So you help them find 10 other people that are like-minded and want to help other people and benefit from our products. That would be 110 total people, right? Your 10 plus the 10 they find, which is 100, that's 110. So if in our team structure, you had 55 on your left, 55 would be on your right. And if everyone was just drinking 1 case of ASEA Redox, or let's say using 4 tubes of the Renew product each month, that would be generating 5,500 points on each side of your team structure. Now, the easiest way to calculate what your team commissions are is just take 10% of the lesser team. In this case, they're both equal. So 10% of 5,500 would mean that every month you'd be generating $550. Again, this is residual. So again, if they just stopped working and just kept drinking the product every month, that's what you would be earning. Now, what if each one of those 100 people, they found their own 10 people? That would equate to 1,000 people, right? Over 1,000 people, 1,100, over 1,100 people. And so if they were all drinking one case of ASEA per month, you'd be generating $5,000 per month in residual income. Now, how long could this take you to do? Help 10, find 10, and then help all of them find 10. That take you a year. Even if it took you a year to do, would it be worth it to be getting a check or income of $5,000 a month every month, even if you stopped working? What if it was only $3,000 a month? What if it was only $2,000 a month? Most people here in our country, they'll work 20 or 30 years and not be able to stop working and have $3,000, $5,000 per month come in retirement income. So again, you can see this concept of leverage is very, very powerful. Okay, let me talk about some compensation plan facts. Over 90,000 people have received a check from ASEA. Approximately 250 million US dollars in commissions have been paid to people just like you and I, and over 26 people now. I say over because I think we just added another member. The 26 people have earned over $1 million in commissions. And this is our 2019 income disclosure statement, where people that are qualifying at these ranks week in and week out, these are what their average incomes were. Starting at director level, for some people, by the way, just want to earn a few $100s a month extra to supplement their income. Maybe you're a school teacher, maybe you really love what you do, but just say, look, if I could just generate an extra $300 or $500 a month, could I do that? Well, sure, that you'd try to get to the rank of director 300 or director 700, for example. You'd be anywhere between $400 and $1,000 a month of extra income if you're qualifying at that rank, again, week in and week out. Now you can see as you get to our executive levels, bronze is about $2,000 per month. Very significant. Gold executives around $6,000 per month, all the way up to our diamond levels, which is 5 figures per month, which is what we call here in the United States a 6-figure income, over $100,000 per year in income. And then the ambassador levels, at the very top of our compensation plan, some are earning over 100,000 US dollars per month. But again, whatever level that you're looking to achieve here, you can see that people are already achieving. All right, next step, systems and support. We have world-class support systems and tools, starting with a starter kit. Now, not all markets have an actual physical printed starter kit with brochures and support materials, but you can download them electronically through our virtual office in all of our markets, and you can print them, email them, etc. And this virtual office that I mentioned allows you to log in with your own username and password and see your specific business information. You can see customers that are purchasing from you. You can see associates as they're signing up in your organization. Really helps you to run and manage your business. You can see how much your check's going to be and detail your commissions as well. We also have an amazing business management platform called ASEA Connect. Partnered up with the ASEA Business Coach, it allows you to send information to people, follow up with them, and remind you of when to do things. So here's an example. When you first log into the ASEA Connect application, it'll allow you to import your contacts from anywhere from AOL. I don't know, does anybody use AOL anymore? I remember when AOL first started, so kind of going back a little ways there being a geek. But Google, Apple, LinkedIn, you can import your contacts. And then what you'll do is you'll grab, like, let's just say a handful, maybe 10 or 20 at a time, and you can start reaching out and connecting to people, sending them videos or documents. Now, when they look at a video, for example, you'll know if they watch the video. You'll know how much of that video they watch. You'll know how many times they watch that video. So it really gives you a lot of information to know the interest level of your prospect and if they're even looking at the material and information before you follow up with them. Every day when you log on to the system, your virtual assistant, Jeannie there, will give you a daily action plan to let you know, oh, you need to follow up with this person. Oh, this person, or you don't have enough people that you're in your pool, if you will. You need to get more people in your pipeline so we can keep your business moving forward. Okay, so it really helps keep you on track to achieve your goals. The ASEA Connect app is an app that runs on all mobile platforms, whether you're on Apple, whether you're on Android, and it sees the same information as you can access via your computer. So if you add a new contact, it will show up and you can manage it through the computer. You can watch training videos and you can send people the same information right from your cell phone. So you can now truly run your entire business right from your cell phone anywhere in the world. We also have a great process we call GoPro Social. Stands for Get Results Once, Produce Results Over and Over. We have a 90-day plan to help keep you on track and help you plug into other people that are going through this process as well. This, for example, is the core of it. We call it Running the Bases. Shows how you can run around a baseball diamond, going to first base, what you need to do by sending people some initial 2-minute video information, following up with them, sending them to a live event or presentation, or watching an online 20-minute presentation, and then collecting a decision and showing them the different ways that they get started. And then we help you to actually track these tasks and make sure that you're doing the activities required specifically that will keep you focused to be generating income, not making sure you don't get distracted. There's so many distractions today with social media, Facebook, video games, you name it, right? So many other activities, but we make sure you keep on track so that you hit your goals. Now, there's also powerful internet resources available to you because social media provides social proof to you. Anywhere in the world, someone can get an internet connection. This a Facebook group, for example, is called ASEA Healthy Self, and it has over 90,000 members, and pretty much any type of health-related experience with our products, you'll see someone that has had a great experience. You can come here, search on a term, let's say sleep. Let's say you type in the word sleep. You'd see all the people who've gotten great results with sleep, and you'll be able to see them, click on their profile, know that they're a real person, okay, and be able to tag someone so they can actually see that information themselves. We have a ASEA Wealthy Self site, which has great business-related success story experience. And then you will get your own self-replicated marketing website directly from ASEA, where when people come here, they can click at the top where it says join here or buy here to be able to purchase the products or join your organization as an associate. If they do, then you get the credit for it, you receive the commissions, and you'll be able to immediately see that when you log into your virtual office. We also have a great science site called ASEAScience.com. And if you go here, you'll be able to see studies. Again, I'm not a doctor or scientist, and I don't have to be. You don't have to be. You can just refer people here, and they can get information and the details on the clinical studies that have been done on ASEA's products. We also have a great website called ASEAathletes.co, not .com, .co, where you can see tons of different athletes and the amazing results they've experienced through a diverse amount of sports disciplines. We have a great peak performance program that will help you to get to your goals. We have an event called the Envision event, Base Camp, Ascent, Diamond Summit. So as you start out as an associate, it's going to provide you opportunities to grow and learn throughout your journey. And it's your personal roadmap to success. They take place in all different parts of the world. I'll tell you personally, I've been to places from Hawaii, I think 5 times for different events there. The Caribbean on cruises. I've been to Europe, Costa Rica. Again, lots of great destinations where you not only learn, but have a great time and get to see and experience the local culture. The next event coming up for those of you in Europe is a Winter Wonderland event. I think the qualification period might have just ended, but it's going to be in Lapland, Finland. It's called the Winter Wonderland event. Our next year, our Ascent event is going to be in Dubrovnik, Croatia. I know we've got folks there in Slovenia. That'll just be a drive across the border for you there. I loved Croatia. I've been there a couple times, and looking forward to getting back there. Then the ASEA Ascent event for the Far East is going to be in Bali, Indonesia. So for our new Far East associates that are coming up through the rank structure, great opportunity to go to Bali. And our Diamond Summit next year is going to be in Rome, Italy, another great place that I love. Great shot there of the infamous Colosseum. Our ASEA Legacy event is going to be in Bora Bora, Tahiti. And I'm sure everyone has seen pictures of these little huts that sit over the water, and you look through your living room there and see the water and be able to fish there. Absolutely spectacular. So again, the company really recognizes and rolls out the red carpet for those people that dig their heels in and want to achieve success. I need to make a mention for something very close to my heart called the ASEA Advancing Life Foundation. For years in corporate America, I found that even though when I got to the point of making a six-figure income and doing well financially, that I just didn't have the time, energies to do a lot of community service work that I enjoy doing. And it was when I heard about ASEA and their values and their intention to do this and to create a foundation, I knew that this is what I wanted to participate in. And 5 years ago, they founded something and were able to start the foundation. And we've been to places from Costa Rica where we helped out a school there, to Mexico, to, like I said, the last couple of years in Ecuador. I've been 3 trips to Ecuador. Next year, we're going to be helping out villages in Cambodia to install clean water wells. But the mission of the foundation is to help break the cycle of poverty, suffering, and abuse. Again, this is a great shot of the school there in the Inticara region of Ecuador. They just took on their first students about a month ago. Here's a shot of us as we left this last year there back in June, of the group that we went in June. And this is the foundation of the next educational building that they're building, which will teach people how to be culinary chefs and cooking and house skills type, restaurant type skills. But again, this is the building that's complete. These are some of the students in the very first class learning how to improve their life. You know, the average income for someone in this region before we got there was less than $6 per day of income, US dollar equivalent. And so we're really helping them to increase their value by 4 to 5 times that amount, which will again increase the quality of their life. And again, the mission of the foundation is not to just give people money, because that doesn't necessarily help them, right, and help them grow. By letting them learn and them empowering themselves, just like it's really kind of analogous to our products, right? Our products help the cells in your body so your body can help itself and repair itself. That's what we're looking to do here in society and communities, to help them so that even when we're not there, that they can continue to thrive and flourish and grow. We also support an organization called Operation Underground Railroad. The mission of OUR is to help end human trafficking and child sex slavery, and it is an epidemic. This organization is responsible for multiple freeing of slavery, of slaves, child sex slaves around the world. This is one of our contributions. Our second dog that is trained to sniff out electronic equipment like USB drives, hard drives that store data of things like child pornography and other types of evidence. Our dog here, Champ, has already sniffed out 5 different types of electronic devices that have led to 5 arrests already. He's only been in service since earlier this year. Again, next year, we are going to Cambodia, working with Vision Cambodia to help install water wells. We have already started this endeavor through some of our investments. You can see here one of the wells. Some of the people in Cambodia, they have never seen clear water. They live in areas where they exist off of runoff water, and some of that water is green. The problem is that these other countries have came in and grown and put pesticides and different types of chemicals in the crops, and they're drinking this water, and it's causing health epidemics of massive proportions. And so we're able to go there and help install these wells, and I'm super excited to be there in our expedition in March. Okay, finally, in closing here, guys, almost here on the home stretch, is the timing. This truly is once in history timing. ASEA is past the initial risky phase. This was our chart that was done through 2017. Okay, we are past the risky phase. In other words, our company has demonstrated year after year continued growth. However, we're still what we call pre-momentum. Now, this chart was done in 2017. And like I said, then those people getting involved at that time have the opportunity to earn the most amount of income in the shortest period of time. Now, I point that out because here in 2019, you're going to see that we are entering now that more vertical phase of growth, and the timing couldn't be better. Because again, if you got started 10 years ago, it was tougher. Like I gave you those reasons at the beginning of this video. But if you're now capitalizing on this opportunity, it's phenomenal, because still to this day, you could walk out on the street pretty much anywhere in the world and ask someone, hey, have you ever heard of redox signaling molecules? Have you ever heard of a company called ASEA? If you asked 100 people that, 99 of them, guaranteed at least, would say, no, what is that? So it's still new to the masses. We are the biggest, most successful company that no one's ever heard of. So again, that's what makes the timing right now phenomenal. Okay. So how do you get started with ASEA? You're probably saying, Paul, okay, I've heard enough. How do I start my ASEA business? Well, where do you see yourself? If you are just looking to get the benefits of ASEA for yourself, maybe you're saying, look, Paul, I get it. I know there's a great opportunity, but I'm already doing phenomenal. My bank account is full. I can't put any more money in it. Okay. Or maybe you say, look, money's not that important to me, Paul. I love what I do. I'm a school teacher. I love working with kids. I love what I've chosen for my career, but I would love to just use your products. How can I get the benefits, look younger, feel younger, be younger? How can I have this great quality of life physically? Well, you can become a customer. And again, we'll show you how to purchase that here in a second. Now, for the rest of you who are saying, you know what, I want to benefit obviously from the products, but I also want to help people. And I know a lot of people this can help. And I would love to be able to be compensated for that, and maybe even make a significant amount of income to get out of what I'm doing, because I don't really like what I do. I'm not making enough money. I don't know when I'm going to be able to retire. Okay. If that's you, like it was for me, then you are an associate. Okay. You'd want to become an associate. So let's talk about these options. First off, you can pay retail. If you're just like, okay, Paul, I just want to buy the product. Here's my money. Okay. You can buy the product at full retail. You can pay wholesale, and I will describe how you can do that. It won't cost you any more money. Okay. You can just sign up for what's called our auto delivery program. Most major, even online stores say, look, if you agree to just getting an automatic delivery every month of a certain product, then we will discount it. We have a way you can get that at up to 35% off. And you can even get the product for free. Okay, we'll show you, like, if you want to refer people, you know, people who can benefit, even if you don't want to make a lot of money, we'll just show you how you can get it for free. And the fourth way, you can not only get the product for free, but you can actually get paid to help others. All right. So let me give you the first example of how to get the product. You could pay retail. Now, here's the retail cost of our redox supplement. For example, 4 bottles, and this is US pricing. I got to remember to mention that, since some of you, well, I guess all of you are in different countries, but the US dollar equivalent would be $160 US for a 1-month supply or 4 bottles of ASEA Redox. The retail price of our Renew Advanced product line is on screen. An example, our Renew 28 4 tubes would also be $160 is the retail pricing of that. This is the retail pricing of our ASEA Via products. An example of ASEA Via Source, our micronutrient product, is $70 for a 1-month supply. Okay, now let's talk about how someone can save up to 35% plus receive free product. Okay, again, if they agree to sign up for, if you agree rather to sign up for a monthly shipment of product, you will become part of our loyalty rewards program. And not only will we give you up to 35% off, but you'll actually receive loyalty points as well. So you'll be eligible for free product. The longer you stay on, the more points you accrue, and you can ultimately cash those in for free product. So instead of paying $160 for retail pricing, you now only would pay $130 for a case of ASEA Redox bottles, as well as for 4 tubes of Renew 28 skin gel. Instead of $160, it's only $130 for 4 tubes. Our ASEA Via Source won't cost you $70. It only costs you $55. And by the way, if you buy Biome, Source, and LifeMax all together, they take an even deeper discount, and it's only $145 for all 3 of them. Okay, let's talk about how to get the products for free. The first step is that you would need to be an ASEA associate. Okay, the company, in order for them to compensate you anything, they need to set you up as an associate. They need to be able to do the proper tax reporting, etc. if you make over a certain amount of income. So you need to pay a one-time $40 associate enrollment fee. That's a U.S. equivalent in our market here in the United States. What that's going to do, again, is set up your account. It's going to give you access to the virtual office so you can track your sales and the commissions that you're being compensated for. You're going to select at least 100 PV of products in order to activate your position. We recommend one of the promo packs. I'll explain what those are in a minute. And then you're going to select the auto ship to take advantage of becoming a loyalty rewards member. Okay, so once you become an associate and you have 5 preferred customers, in other words, people who say, I don't want to be an associate, but I just want to get the product at wholesale every month, what the company is going to do is every month, when they're buying just, let's say, 1 case of product, they're going to compensate you with $25 US equivalent, okay? So in this case, if you have 5 personal customers, or preferred customers rather, you're going to get $25 times 5, which is $125. And because you have a team structure, you'll generate a $10 team commission override if you're team commission qualified. So that's a total of $135 per month that you'll get month after month, even if you stop working yourself, as long as you're doing your own case every month, and they're just drinking their case each month, ASEA is going to send you a wonderful thank you check to the tune of $135. So let's talk about recommended options if you're looking at being a little more serious with this and actually generating some additional income. Our absolute best package that we have is called our Entrepreneur Product Suite Pack. And this package contains 6 cases of ASEA Redox, 8 tubes of Renew 28, a Renew Advanced Skincare System, and then the ASEA Via Source products, a 1-month supply of those. It also has 25 Renew 28 sample tubes, and you start with 150 loyalty rewards bonus points. So once your first auto ship order processes, that's a case and a half more of product in addition to all this. And you're going to start at the 15% loyalty rewards points level. So every time you make a loyalty rewards points order or an auto ship order every month, 15% of that amount of PV you're going to start to accrue, highest level. I realize that in Australia this package won't be available because of certain products aren't available and certain markets around the globe aren't, but there is an equivalent of this package in your market to be able to take advantage of. The products alone is over $350 worth of savings, plus the $40 enrollment kit fee is also included in this cost. It's a $1,350 cost. Okay, $1,350 is what this would cost you. Like I said, less than $2,000, you're in business. Now, the next best package to get started with a business with us is called the Business Product Suite Pack. You're going to get a couple of cases of ASEA Redox. You're going to get 4 tubes of Renew 28, an advanced skincare system, and the ASEA Via products. It's going to give you 12 Renew sample tubes, not 25. It'll give you 12. And you're going to start out with 50, not 150 loyalty points, but 50 points, and at the 10% accrual rate level with the LRP, the Loyalty Rewards Program that we have. This package will cost you $700. It's a $125 savings. I need to mention it does not include the $40 kit. So you still need to pay the $40 ASEA associate enrollment fee. Okay, then finally, there's our personal product suite pack, which is $43. That's just, again, more of a glorified customer. This is a good package. Like I mentioned, if you're looking, maybe just get the product for free, do your 5 preferred customer referrals, because at least you'll be able to get our Redox product plus a couple of tubes of Renew 28. You're going to get 6 free Renew 28 sample tubes. And you're going to start with 10 loyalty rewards points right out of the gate. And you'll start at the 5% loyalty rewards points level. Okay, this package costs $245. Okay, so I mentioned our loyalty rewards points program. It's like a frequent flyer miles program for those of you who fly in airlines, or on your credit card you might get points. But the benefit, again, is that you're going to start accruing them at a faster rate the longer you stay on the program, and you can exchange those in for a free product once they accrue to a certain level. So to give you an example, if you start with the product Entrepreneur Suite Pack, like I mentioned, you're going to get 150 points right out of the gate. If you have 150 PV auto ship order that processes your first month, like for example, 1 case of Redox and 2 tubes of Renew 28, you're going to get 30 bonus points. If you only have 100 PV, it's only going to be 20. Now you can change that. So in other words, you can just say, okay, I'm going to make my first month 1 case and 2 tubes, and then change it down to just 1 case for the second auto ship. You'll still get the 30 points. So we encourage everyone to take advantage of that. And then you're also, because you're at the 15% accrual rate, you're going to get 15% of that 150 PV, which is 22 points. So check this out. After your first month's order ship processes, you'll actually be eligible for 2 free cases of products in addition to what you've all the benefits that you received when you first purchased your promo pack. All right. Now the business product suite pack, you're going to get 50 points for your enrollment bonus, 30 points if you have 150 PV your first month auto ship, and then 15 points for your first month's order because you only have 10%. You're starting out at the 10% rate. So after your first month's order processes, you're going to have 95 points. You'll almost be eligible for 1 free case of product, but you'll definitely hit it the second month. So it might take you 2 months at worst to get 1 free case of product. Now the personal product suite pack, 10 points on your enrollment, 30 points if you have 150 PV your first month, 7 points for your first month's order processes. So in this example, it's going to take you about 8 months to be eligible for a free case of product. Again, so I mentioned this is more just for someone who's just using a product. They're very low entry, very low barrier to get started. But again, it's just going to take a little bit longer for you to be eligible for those free benefits down the road. All right. Teddy Roosevelt said that in any moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The next best thing is the wrong thing. But the absolute worst thing you can do is nothing. So we encourage everyone to get all the information you need. Get your questions answered tonight. I'll stop the recording here in a minute and I'll open up for questions because we have some time. We got a nice small group here. But the worst thing you can do is say, oh, I'll look at it tomorrow. Oh yeah, this looks really great. Let me take a little more look at it. And you don't get your questions answered right away. And you wait to get started. And maybe someone you know gets started and they could have been in your organization, but now you're going to be in their organization. So I encourage you to have a sense of urgency and to make a decision, whether yes or no. Okay, the decision's up to you. But what I do know is that successful people, they make decisions quickly, they take action, and that's what helps them get to their goals faster. In closing, our founder, Vertus Norton, said that we are all at the start of something big with great purpose. And right now is the moment that we begin influencing the future. We can truly change the world. So if your life isn't where it is, whether it's physically, whether you'd like to have better physical health or perform at a higher level or be able to extend your life and reduce the chances of you getting health challenges, or helping your body to repair itself from what's going on right now with it, whether financially, whether you are like me, whether you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, whether you don't like what you do or earn enough income or have the quality of life. You can't travel as much as you want. You can't play the sports you love to play because you just don't have the time. You can't spend enough time with your kids, your family, your loved ones. Maybe you want to give back to your community, your church, whatever is important to you, and you find that you don't have the time or amount of income to be able to contribute in ways that you'd like to. Whatever your reason is, if you decide that you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, we want to invite you to become a member of our team, our family, if you will. And I look forward to helping you achieve all of your goals, all of your dreams, and all of your success, and look forward to welcoming you aboard. Thanks everyone for your time and attention this evening there in Perth, Australia. And again, I will stop the recording now and open up for questions in case anyone has any. Bear with me for 1 second.